Hello, guys. Congratulations on crossing the threshold. You have now entered the new paradigm intimacy temple, and I'm very excited to have you here and feel you starting this initiation together. So, this part of the course, this first 3 months, is your initiation into clearing the past. And the process of when we come into clearing the past is actually a lot more about relearning than learning itself. When we're relearning, we're actually like clearing through so much conditioning, ideas, beliefs, ways that we've shown up in the past to come into our true essence and come into a point of pure eros. And to come into that point of pure eros, we're actually like really pulling back the layers. So the way that I explain this to people, and actually a way that I differentiate between masturbation and self-pleasure, is to get people to recognize what they're tracking for when they're self-pleasuring. So when we masturbate, we come into our bodies and we are looking to cultivate and stimulate the body with like friction-based touch to cause pleasure in the body, arousal, and actually have an orgasm. And that becomes like the goal of the experience. Whereas when we're doing a self-pleasuring experience, what we're doing is actually resting back into the body and allowing the body to lead the way. So tuning in for the thoughts that take us down to the emotions, that take us down to the feelings, and then into the sensations. And when we track those sensations, we're just opening through those sensations with sound, breath, movement, and touch. And when we're being with those experiences and we're communicating with our body in that way, we're able to start to hear that underlying life force. And that life force actually starts to move around the body, guiding you to where you need to be. But what can happen in these first 3 months as we're starting to clear is that we're actually unable to feel that eros, to feel the life force, to feel the aliveness. And it can form us to go into triggers or mindset beliefs, or that we're not doing it right, or that we're never going to get this, or it's always going to be this uncomfortable. And so many things can come up that can be challenging. But my invitation to you is actually just to feel into this, the path of initiation. If any of you read my Temple Arts Meets Business book, you'll actually see that this is a hero's journey. And this is the part where we actually have to start to face all the things that have stopped us being in our full presence with our eros. And that for some of us can be a lot. I know for me, it was a lot before I came into the full expression of being able to connect to my eros in any given moment. And the way that I describe this is like when we come into the world, we have that eros, right? This is our life force energy, and it's there. And then as time goes on, all these ideas and beliefs and problems and things that come into our lives that actually stop us from being able to just breathe in and feel that life force energy. And this first part of the course is actually asking you to vibrate and really allow this stuff to make more space for this eros to be heard in the body. And once all these layers start to come off, and every time you sit with and vibrate with and allow the triggers and pain points of things that might be happening in your body to be there and be vibrated with, you are creating space for more life force to come through. And the more you're able to not go into a story of like, oh, this is what this is, and I shouldn't go there because of this, or whatever other reasons, and you actually just consistently stay with the practice, you open up your body to really be able to feel so much more. And it can be alarming. It can be like this experience of like, whoa, so much is coming online, because it's actually, you're inviting like the magical sphere to open around you. Like you might start to notice some of your clairvoyance will come online, some of your ability to see and understand the way the world is in a completely different way. So it's a very exciting time, but it can also be a very dense time. So I'm just inviting you into the reality of what it means to actually peel back those layers. But what you'll notice actually when you're helping clients as well is that people often come into an experience of wanting to work on their sexuality with the understanding of, I'm here for my pleasure, and they want to have a pleasurable experience straight away. And what you'll end up doing with them is taking them through this exact process of like, okay, so we're going to have to vibrate through those layers of density to get to the eros, to get to that aliveness that's always there for you. And so this is a great initiation of just like really tracking what it's like for you as you go through this. Like, what are the mindset things that come up? What are the triggers? What are the thoughts? What are the beliefs? And even if you're journaling and tracking them and writing about them, as you experience this and sharing them with us in the group chat, what you're going to be doing is building pathways of how you can take clients through this, because you're always going to be one step ahead of where your clients are. And if you can really have the empathy and feel where your clients are as they experience that, you open yourselves to be able to really create a really safe and beautiful journey for the people that you're going to work with. So that's my invitation around you and your self-pleasure and really meeting this part of clearing through the past. I want to talk a little bit about like the amazing things that actually happen when you start to play with this like paradoxical nature of Eros. It's like this experience of recognizing it's like where life is. So when we actually start to recognize, a lot of people, when they hear the word Eros, they go, oh, that's my pleasure. And for me, Eros just means life force energy. And actually, when I'm tracking my life force energy in my body, sometimes that life force energy takes me into discomfort. But that's where the life force is in my body at that moment. So it's the recognizing that when you're working with Eros and life force, you're not actually like filtering for, is this pleasurable, is this comfortable, is this good? You're coming into the body and tuning into going, okay, where is this experience of, where is life right now? Where is life guiding me to be right now? So it's not so much of a mindset of like, okay, I want to come in and have an experience my body in this way, but letting go that you have any idea what your body wants and starting to let your body do the talking. And the way that I would describe this to people is like, when you go for a walk in nature and you have this experience of like you come back and you're like, whoa, I'm refreshed, I feel clear, I feel like an experience like I feel completely different to how I felt when I went for this walk. And what's happening when you're going on that walk is that nature is talking to you. And it's not talking to you in a way of like, oh, hey, Jane, this is what's going on right now. It's talking to you in a way of like subtly coming in through the sensational body. And as we allow things to come through the sensations, what you're going to find on the other side of this experience of being with where life is in this moment is so much clarity. And that clarity is actually what's going to like allow you to ride through this year of your life and actually come into the true initiation of where your Eros wants to take you. So you may have ideas in this moment of like, okay, so I want to do this course because I want this from the outcome. And I really do encourage you to have an intention of what you want to bring through in this year for yourselves. And if you haven't done that already, please write it down. Please share it with us in the group, because it's very potent to feel where you're at on this part of the journey. But as you come to relearn and rethink and understand in this way, then you're starting to open to where Eros wants to take you. And when you're trusting your body beyond your mind in that way, like the boons, the potency, the power of where Eros will take you is something beyond your wildest dreams that you could ever even have hoped for. So just keep allowing that clarity to come through in this way, and see what starts to emerge for you as you come into deeper alignment with your Eros. All right, there's one more piece I want to mention before we head off today. So sensual osmosis. Some of the experiences that I've had when I'm journeying with people in this course is like the profound awakening of sensual osmosis. So much of learning in our society that we've come to do has been around trying to take things through the brain and cognitively understand what somebody is trying to explain to us. And let me just tell you now that this course is so far from that. It is the complete opposite. The way that this course works is through transmission. So when I'm talking to you, when I'm giving you information, I'm not trying to get you to understand something up here. I'm trying to see if you can actually allow yourself to feel what's happening in your body as I speak. So as you are listening to me, or any person that's facilitating on this course, I want you to actually tune into like, where does it hit you in your body when you feel that? You know, what actually comes alive? Like, what sensations are there? Is there contractions when you hear something? Is there an opening? Is there like an excitement and an allure to come closer to whatever this information is? and really start to learn how you're like feel and learn how your body's responding to each and every moment. And this is how you can take self-pleasure into your everyday life. Like when you are in the experience of receiving life through the body, you actually come into a relationship to like walking the self-pleasure path, like being in the erotic prayer of life itself. And that's really my hope for everybody that does this course, is to actually recognize the potency of when your cells actually take on information and you start to become the embodiment of what it is that you're here to do. So as you're taking this in, you'll notice that what you like, some of this information will resonate really strongly. Other parts of it will be like, oh, I'm not sure if that's for me. And it's not about understanding cognitively whether it's for you, but just trusting if your body is vibrating and having a reaction to it. And if that, and also tracking if your vibration and what's happening in the body is like, oh, I'm bored, or I'm checking out, or I'm dissociating, thinking about something else, like that is also information from your body that's actually calling you to go, oh, why am I doing that? You know, what actually wants to come alive? What is it that I'm not wanting to feel in this moment? So that's making me avoid the content, or, you know, feel like I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner. Like, what is it that's not wanting to come in? That's actually maybe a protective mechanism stopping you from opening to the fullness of your eros. So that's a little bit about sensual osmosis, really receiving information through the body, noticing what's happening in your body, and then allowing yourself to track when you're just trying to understand something through the mind. And the deeper we go through this, the more you're going to actually come alive to being able to receive this information. So just trust as you're going through this first 3 months and you're really getting to know your body and to see what these patterns are, and just starting to share with us in the group, like where you're noticing these patterns. And when you're bringing them through, it's just like, if you're feeling triggered, or if you're feeling mindset pieces coming up, or there's other people in the course that are triggering you, it's recognizing that we get the opportunity to bring that into the vertical current and actually say like, whoa, this is what's happening in my body when I hear this person talk. And actually allowing yourself to be honest about that. It's like, and recognizing if somebody's sharing that about you in the group as well, or if someone's bringing that information, you have done nothing wrong. You are actually opening them to a deeper experience of awakening their own eros. Because anytime that we're triggered, we're opening to information. We're opening to like, because when life force is present, you actually don't move in this experience of like, this is right, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad, you know, this is in alignment, this is not in alignment. You actually just start moving with wherever life is guiding you. And if that is really triggering, or if that's challenging, then you're just vibrating with that. You don't have to like dive into it and become like a whole big shadow hunting experience, but just vibrating where life is asking you to vibrate. And by coming into this course, you are asking for all these pieces to come up and be shown to you. So just recognize that this is the initiation, and all that is alive and all that is happening in your life is informing you coming into a deeper relationship with this life force energy. Oh, there's so much. I'm like, I could go on forever, but my last words is just that this is the understanding of anything that you're chasing around pleasure, money, relationships, love, belonging, anything that you're wanting for your life, like bigger, better, all those things. We often think that they come through understanding more, or getting more, or receiving something that we don't have. And the truth is that I've seen with every single client that's come through my work in as a self-pleasure practitioner, and also in the work of the Institute of New Paradigm Intimacy, is that it all lies in coming into relationship with our eros. So the more you can do to come into relationship with your life force energy, the more you will actually start to open to everything that your life wants to offer you. And let that land. All right. Thank you guys. This is amazing. Really feeling you all when you're out on your journey, and I'm grateful to be alongside of it. So thank you.